Hey everybody, this is Trailer and today we're gonna watch the Lackadaisy pilot. So this was released about 2 weeks ago now, and it was immediately recommended to me by the almighty YouTube algorithm, which as we know is never wrong about anything, except everything all the time. And yeah, I have heard a few positive things about it, and it already is at over 5 million views, so yeah, people seem to like it. So yeah, why not? I know absolutely nothing about this. I know it's a cartoon, and I assume that it's going to be based on the webcomic of the same name, which is a webcomic that I have never read. I know the name of the comic, and I've seen a few panels and even a few entire pages on Twitter, etc. But I have never read that comic, so I don't know what it's about. No idea what to expect. I have no idea what genre this is even going to be. Whether this is made for kids or not made for kids. If it is explicitly for adults, like Hell of a Boss, I have no idea. So yeah, going in as blind as possible. Nothing really for me to speculate on. So I'll just give this a watch and, well, you'll see how and if I like it. So before we get started, as usual, let me remind you to leave a like on the video, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. You can also follow me on Mastodon, DeviantArt and Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, thanks to my patrons who support the channel directly. You can find the links to all those sites, as well as to the original video, down in the description below. And with that out of the way, let's not waste any more time, here we go. Flashing lights, photosensitivity, gun violence, alcohol consumption, and yeah. So not explicitly not for kids, just Aaron Sorkin's animation. St. Louis, Missouri. 27. Prohibition is in full effect. Okay, prohibition time, so no alcohol allowed. Wasn't there something about alcohol and gun violence? Some interesting style.
That seems far too austere a name for something made of mirth and rage.
Mirth and rage.
Red blood river vein. If chief among your traits is age, you're a wily, convoluted sage. Is old the thing to call what rings the vernal heart of Western lore? It brings us brassy, myth-made kings.
Those are some fancy backgrounds.
And preponderance of bug-type things. To challenge titans come before! Oh, demiurge to a try at Avalon once more. And what a gust vitality in your wide aorta stream. You must have had to oversee alchemic change of timber beam.
I gotta say, it looks really good.
Your umber whiskey waters lends the
Very,
sober sovereignty.
very nice backgrounds. Fluid animation. Somewhat, I wanna say, a little bit sketchy here on the character. Yeah.
But sports for imps, not elderly. So,
An interesting contrast. I wonder if this was a conscious choice. I mean, some of the backgrounds seem a bit low frame rate here. If you look at the stars falling. The question is always how much of this is stylistic choice and how much is budget reasons. But it looks really nice.
It's abundantly clear you forgot us down here.
Encore? No encore?
No, that's plenty.
That doesn't seem like encore. Seems like
Dance? Extra
digging.
stanzas? There's more where that came from. Please don't ruin musical theater for everyone.
I'm not sure lookouts are supposed to make such a ruckus anyway. Why don't you come down
Oh,
here
they
and
are.
grab a shovel?
Yeah, they're doing the digging for the alcohol smuggling.
With these spaghetti arms. So, I do what I can.
I mean,
Provide the
the other two don't have the most muscular arms either. But that's not a good excuse.
provide the ambiance.
Yeah.
Babyface provides the muscle. Look at him digging his way to martyrdom, little go-getter. Now,
Martyrdom.
how about a little rhapsody in G minor for company?
Fine. If you're not gonna help us work, you're gonna have to double as the dirt rag.
Rocky? I think I found...
Is that it?
Well, if it isn't, we'll have some awkward explaining to do to the family of,
The corpse?
Herman Hapfem?
What? That is not a real name. At least I hope it's not.
What was that? Did you hear something?
All these unresting
I'm just doing some grave robbery.
trespassing on their turf. But there's naught ye can do about it, ye feisty devils.
Thought about maybe
What? Blasphemy! That forced
digging a tunnel to
stop us dead.
Canada or Mexico or wherever there's alcohol.
Don't tell me you aren't having a good time showing off your shoveling skills for Hotsy-Totsy over here.
And the train.
Gora! Oh, for a moment there I thought it was your mom.
This is why I don't go around of spirits.
Pippin Scheherazade. I was trying to read the
Settle down, cousin. The spirits are all bottled up.
gravestone.
100 years past, Burke and Hare were up to much worse. And things turned out just fine for them.
Didn't they hang him?
Details, Freckle, details.
Now show me your crowbar skills.
Liquid gold! Dionysian delight!
Oh, sorry.
Still, Canadian whiskey!
Do they make whiskey in Canada? I have no idea.
I think we should hurry.
I'll start the car.
Whiskey in the jar. Leave the headlamps off. Can't be too careful.
Right, we've been so discreet up until now.
Yeah, you have been.
Don't let that get away! Miss Sam can't spare a drop! Murderation! Where's that spotlight when we need it, Miss Pepper? Now the spirits are afoot.
I got it.
No,
I
that
got it.
is my foot. That's not what I meant.
No, I can't see.
Oh, jeez. Bright lights. Yeah. Well, at least it's not the cops. Just other criminals. Getting a bit of a Joker vibe here.
Yeah, say, boy, the chase is the best part.
Let's not prolong this. This is a trifling matter. We have other business to tend to.
Yeah, but none of it
Yes.
as fun as this
Yeah.
Can't let the competition go unchecked. Even a little vermin, they got a way of festering. Alon!
Where'd you learn to drive like
So starting with E. Yeah, obviously. Starting with a chase scene. I have no idea who these characters are, but
nicely done?
well, at least now you're driving in the right direction.
Now we need a performance from you, Torpedo Boy.
No, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no.
Don't be.
Always with the guns in the guitar cases,
Play us a symphony.
or violin cases, or everything.
What's going on back there?
Honestly, with a car that old, it should probably have exploded long ago. I mean, you know how it goes. You shoot a car and it explodes. Well, someone's having fun. You know, either shoot the driver or shoot the wheels. That's probably the most efficient.
You got a big fat bad bed for dinner? Who's fair?
Yes,
They got
indeed.
more firepower than I expected. But you want to take over driving?
I mean, this is America. I always assume that everyone is back in heat.
Our windshield.
Oh, you don't like how we play? How about you stop spectating and throw in, Chef? Or do we have to worry about you getting sentimental about old times?
Apparently not. Yep. As I said, the tires. Pretty much a weak spot on a car.
Turn here, make a left.
What? Turn?
Louis, left hook,
No.
sinister, Mart.
There's no left here.
Then you make a left.
Use your imagination, Miss Pepper.
Rocky, I can't steer.
You should do something. Because you know, if the guy with a simple handgun takes like 5 hours to aim during a high-speed chase, then you just know they're gonna hit. They're gonna hit every moving target and cause massive damage. As seen, massive damage.
Oh, is it playtime now? Do you think we're safe?
Yeah, not entirely sure you are.
Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that there's a fire, a burning hot fire
In the place where your brain should be. Also there.
The radiator.
Yeah, the car's cooked. Yeah, he seems to be doing well. Conveniently placed switches. I mean, not sure how they are going to help you in this situation, except make you more visible.
Oh, the world is full of magic things.
Yeah, but that's an excavator. Explosives.
Well, I'm nearly out of sleeves and ideas. The engine is still too hot. I don't even know if
You
it'll...
said there was a pistol in here somewhere?
There's always one wedged in the seat. Well, I guess
Oh.
that's a gun.
Yeah, very cute.
I'll draw them away.
Also, how much ammo does she have?
Longer if you scatter them.
What happened to you that made you hate fun?
Well, the way he looks, he never liked fun to begin with.
Disable the vehicle.
Raspberries.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure yet you'll get that car to run. At least not in a reasonable amount of time. How did you manage to miss? You really had to drop on him here.
No! No! No!
Oh, suddenly you're running out of bullets. Oh! Seemed like a headshot. Just grazed. Well,
Child, this 11 kinds of stupid.
The sudden circus comes to town.
yeah,
Behemoth and the top hat clown. Come gather all around.
see, that's a guy you should probably shoot soon.
Fire down.
Yeah, less fun, more shooting, and the situation could have been avoided.
What's happening?
Rocky,
You can brandish up your whip and chair, but the circus train's a blazing tear. Said the clown with daring air, we'll make our 3 rings anywhere.
Yeah. That could have gotten better. And of course the water tower. And they're also cats, so that's doubly bad. They hate water. Yeah. How did you get that car fixed? And let me guess, the alcohol is also still alive.
We gotta skedaddle.
And out of ammo. Or no. Didn't shoot.
Are my eyebrows still on?
Yep.
Here, Freckle. I got you a souvenir.
It wasn't even lit, so.
Nico!
This guy also always brings his own wind. Just for the cape to flap. Little Daisy Cafe. That's 3D animated.
So scrutinized and scandalized and troubled in the end by depleted finances. Familiar story. Miss Duncan leaves behind, moreover, a legacy of consummate artistry and bold innovation. Done in by a scarf. The comic end that makes the tragedy, doesn't it? Speaking of tragedy, we got an old supplier back. The funeral home. Still, it's not the same without you.
Whom are you talking to?
Feeling that all of this was ours. Used to be we could drive a whole convoy of trucks in.
And now all you get is one beat up car with a bit of stolen booze from a grave.
Scraps. Well, however unbecoming, Atlas, that's my cue. Meet you downstairs.
Miss M.
Horatio. The door, sweetheart.
Oh, right.
What nightmare dimension is this with a red light? Yeah, the mood could be better.
Ah, right, the difficult business of a business.
You could certainly be of some help.
Except I'm supposed to be a pillar of the community. baron of industry, upstanding citizen, you know?
He said, bent over his illicit beverage.
Oh, thank goodness, I wasn't sure you were alive.
Zib, shouldn't you be up on stage playing?
For who?
Yeah,
That
for who?
guy? How about you, Wick? Shall I serenade you personally?
Once I've had a few more illicit beverages, perhaps.
I suppose I could use one of those too. Victor?
Yeah. Better not.
Victor, I know it's an adjustment, but the bartender's got to look like someone the patronage can tell their troubles to. More of a confidant, less of a coroner. Try smiling, honey.
Yeah, an attempt was made. Stop doing it.
We'll work on it.
Hello.
We made it, everyone!
Sorry.
We made it!
About the carpet.
You inspire confidence in everyone.
JJ!
Thank you, said Trombone.
Well, look what the Mississippi spat up.
Miss Sam, you seem, surprised.
Rocky.
That is not the word.
You are nothing if not an exhausting, incomprehensible surprise.
Thank you!
That was not a compliment.
Real McCoy. Let's see if that's the surprise.
Ooh, and all perfectly the same height. That's some skill. That bad or that good?
Well, it'll certainly start your engine.
Which is to say,
So that bad.
it beats radiator fluid.
What's
Slightly.
your taste? Crisp, full-bodied, reminiscent of oak wood. Coffin varnish.
Yeah. We can call it Sunset Rose Cocktail.
Sunset Rose Cocktail? That sounds good. You have no idea what I went through to get this.
I have
Yeah.
very good an idea.
Sophisticated flavor.
So, not bad then?
So it's red piss.
Rather than getting shot. Still, is this all we got for our money, honey? You look like you took a bath in the red.
Well, I could probably wring some more out of my coat for you.
Please don't.
It was a minor incident. Incidences.
The likes of what?
There were a lot of incidents.
Suspect ammo and
Desecrated graves.
Fractured signage, minor flooding, lots of structural damage.
we may have fomented a deadly rivalry on the way too. But dynamite and heavy machinery are marvelous problem solvers.
Don't mention the dynamite ever.
What dynamite?
And the car is fine.
The car is far from fine. Yeah,
So you'll be happy to know my violin came through unscathed.
did it? It didn't.
I know you did your best, honey, but we can't keep running ourselves ragged and into the red to bring Omega. What I mean is, I don't see how this.
And the guy with the trombone again.
JJ!
You know what? I'm glad you and your violin are back, honey. We could all use some music about now. I mean, besides JJ.
All right. Come on, kid. What do you say we go lighten the mood?
About the dynamite and machinery. Can you elaborate?
Mr. Sable?
Right. Cheers.
Come on.
Yeah, don't ask about the dynamite. The less you know, the better.
You know the Charleston?
No.
The Lindy Hop?
No.
The Roundabout? The Jingle Jangle? The Pizza Noodle?
She's making up some of these dances, isn't she?
Gotta put one foot over there, and one over there, and then...
Also, are the bartender and the girl related? Not she, but the younger girl. And also sorry for screwing up the names, as always. Oh hey, look, in the olden days, there were people in the bar. Oh, are we done already? Wait. Nah. Oh yes, we are done. Okay, gotta go through the credits afterwards. In slower, so I can read them in peace. But yeah, this was the first. Sorry, the sound designer's last name is Gewehr. That's needlessly funny to me. It means rifle in German, so. Yeah. Cats. Obviously, they probably have a lot of cats in real life. But yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah, so this was the pilot. As you can tell, and as I've mentioned, I am. Oh. After a credit scene.
To Mr. Sweet, please. Rather unfortunately, we were sidetracked. The vehicle has been disabled, and on the whole, the evening has not gone according to plan.
Yeah, could have gotten better.
However, Mr. Sweet, it seems we have a more considerable problem at hand.
What, someone mussed your hair? You got some dirt on you?
As a matter of fact, yes. But more to the point, one of our suppliers appears to be double-dealing. So stragglers from Lackadaisy, of all things. They're clumsy and likely to draw attention. With the feds in town.
Yeah, that's a real liability. And I can only stave off so much heat from the higher-ups before this whole city starts smoldering. Oh, those dragons.
Having given it some thought, it does appear to warrant our attention.
Right then. Time to tie up some loose ends.
Well, so we have a villain, an antagonist. So, I think now the episode is over. Yeah. Alright, Iron Circus animation based on the Lackadaisy comic. Yeah. Alright, so now the episode is over. Yeah, so that was the pilot of Lackadaisy. Definitely one of the situations where you start in the thick of things. And yeah, as I said, and as I tried to say during the outro before getting distracted, without knowing anything about the comic and the series and the characters and everything, it's a bit hard to really grasp things here. So we have our main characters here who run or work for a bar or a cafe or whatever. A bar pretending to be a cafe named Lackadaisy. And they are trying to get their hands on alcohol during the time of the prohibition. Okay, cool. And I also have other people who are also, well, rivals and also in the business of illegal alcohol distribution. And they also apparently have friends in high places, because that guy that, what was the Black Cat's name? Mordecai? Yeah, the guy that he called, he seemed to be important, like a mayor or some other town official, city official. Like St. Louis is a city, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm getting the basic gist, but I feel like I'm missing a lot of background here. Like with the bar owner, I assume she's the owner. Whom was she talking to, and why are things escalating now? Who is that? The guy who's double-crossing both the heroes and the antagonists that was mentioned in the phone call. I think that for those who know the comic, they will understand a lot more. But I'm kind of sitting here and being like, oh yeah, that's interesting, but I don't understand a lot of things here. At least not yet. But I guess it's a typical problem when you only have one episode to work with. Yeah, interesting. It definitely looks very nice. As I mentioned, it's the style is distinct, I want to say. You got some really nice drawings on the backgrounds, and with, for the most part, good blending of the CG generated effects, as well as backgrounds and set pieces. The characters have as I mentioned, a somewhat sketchy style to them, with the sketchy outlines, and sometimes you see relatively often you see those guidelines on the bodies. I'm pretty sure that this is a stylistic choice for the animation, which it definitely makes it look very distinct. Very interesting style, I have to say. Definitely looking good. It's not as polished, I want to say, like, for example, Hell of a Boss, which has a lot of polish, has everything cleaned up. But I'm pretty sure that this is indeed a stylistic choice to leave it a bit rough around the edges, leaving the lines there that would usually get cleaned up. It's kind of like some of the Disney movies from the 50s, 60s, I want to say. Like 101 Dalmatians, for example. That too has not everything cleaned up in the finished animation. And I think that is the style that they are trying to emulate here, giving it a bit of a rough, old-timey feeling, which, yeah, that's kind of cool. I guess it fits the setting. And yeah, I'm kind of intrigued. I'm not sure, is this going to be a series? I mean, it's called a pilot, so that kind of implies a series, but is it going to be a web series? Are they trying to pitch this to a streaming service? Is it already pitched to a streaming service? I don't know. I know what I could do, and that is read the description of the video, and maybe I will know more then, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, give me a second. Yeah, okay, it doesn't say anything in the description, just says it was Patreon and Kickstarter founded, which, fair enough. But yeah, that kind of implies that there maybe won't be more episodes. Oh well, might have to look at the Kickstarter campaign and the Patreon. Would be cool if they are doing more. Well, otherwise I might have to give the webcomic a look. But yeah, this definitely was an intriguing pilot. Pretty well made, all things considered. And yeah, another example of really, really well made. I want to say, yeah, not fan made, but I hesitate to use the word amateur here, because that kind of doesn't fit here, but amateur as in not made by a quote-unquote professional studio, not made with all the backing that a TV station or streaming service can provide you with. And for that, it is really impressive, and it's cool to see that nowadays even such small-ish projects can look this good. I mean, there are shows on TV that don't look as good, and we're talking shows with massive backing. I mean, look at The Simpsons, for example. That doesn't look as good, and they have all the money in the world, seeing how they are owned by Disney. So yeah, really impressive. That's really the only word that comes to mind here. Honestly, I'm going to cut this outro short here. Maybe I'll do a proper review or whatever afterward in a separate video after rewatching the episode as well. But for the time being, I'm just gonna leave it at, yeah, this was pretty cool, really impressive, and yeah, kinda hoping for more. Anyhow, so that's it from me for now. As always, I have been Stratagem. Thanks for watching, and see ya next time.